Good morning, students. How are you all? Hope you all are fine at home, right? I am also fine, students. Since long we have talked each other because of this corona. Again, we are trapped inside the house, isn't it? And hope you all are fine. Okay, very good, students. I know very well that we have not got the books, okay, for the 12th standard, but we are instructed to teach you our subject, but in detail we will teach. And since you do not have the books, I cannot give you more exercise or the study things, homework, okay, but I may give little less. Before that I will explain what it is. Okay, the first lesson is the incomplete records. In this accountancy, we are having totally 10 lessons. Okay, these 10 lessons are very easy if we compare this one with the 11th portion. There we have we had around 14 chapters, isn't it? But here we have only 10 chapters, and this one there it was little bigger chapters there, smaller chapters there. Here almost everything equal, but very easy only. If you listen and understand, it will be very easy for you. Okay, students. So first I think I can start. Okay, everything whatever I teach daily, you have to that watch the videos, and you have to learn the question answers what I am giving. And we have started one group, isn't it? You can send the question answer by writing, with sincerely writing, okay, without seeing the book. You write and see, then you, if you wish, you can send that question answer to me, okay, for verification. That means just for confirmation whether you have studied or not. Okay, students, very good. Shall I start the first chapter? Incomplete records. Okay, incomplete records. So before this, which type of organization will use this incomplete records? That you should know. Okay, which type of organization? That means very small size organization. For example, the sole trader. That means the ordinary the people, those if they do run a business, small size business, then those people only will follow this records. Because in accountancy we have learned that the double entry system, isn't it, or the concept, dual aspect concept. Just as a revision I am teaching you. Okay, dual aspect concept. What is the meaning of this dual aspect concept? Here, for each and every transaction, there will be two aspects, isn't it? For every transaction, there will be two aspects. One is the receiving aspect. If we receive something, we have to pay some amount, isn't it? So that one, receiving aspect, giving aspect. The second is giving. If we receive something, we should give something, isn't it? So receiving aspect. The receiving aspect, we can say it as the debit aspect. Okay, the giving aspect we can say as the credit aspect. So in short, we can say for every transaction it affects two accounts. Okay, at least two accounts, at least one debit or one credit. Okay, then more debits and more credits we may have, but and it will be equal. The debit will be equal to credit, isn't it? That we have learned in the 11th standard, isn't it? The dual aspect concept. So here, what is the meaning? For every transaction there will be two aspects, and these two aspects will be recorded. That is called double entry system, isn't it? Double entry system. We will enter the debit and the equivalent credit will also be entered in the books of accounts. That is called double entry system of bookkeeping. This is only acceptable by the Companies Act 2013. Okay, 2013 Companies Act, Indian Companies Act has also Companies Act has accepted to prepare to maintain the accounts under double entry system of bookkeeping. Okay, and what we will enter for each debit there will be a corresponding credit, and every transaction has two aspects. If one is debit, the other will be credit. Okay, but every organization here, especially this Companies Act will be talking about the companies, that means the joint stock companies. Okay, companies started with the minimum 2% for public company, private companies, and 7 members for public companies, isn't it? So these companies only must prepare the books of accounts under double entry system. So our heading is incomplete records. So you can say it clearly, what is that incomplete records. What is incomplete records? You can say, if we maintain the records not in double entry system, we can say it is incomplete records. Okay, here just imagine the sole trader organization. Okay, sole trader organization, there will be a single seller, isn't it? He will be all in all. He is the owner of the business, and he is the person who invests the whole amount capital, and he has to manage the business, and he must write the accounts, and he is the receiver and deliverer, that one who sells the goods, everything, all in all. He is all in all, we can say. Everything he has to do, managing, then taking risk and sharing profits, everything will be done by he himself, sole trader, isn't it? So here just imagine an organization or a shop, petty shop, what that may be the provision shop, that means Maligai store, isn't it? So in the petty shop, what they do, small scale organization. Okay, so how he maintains the books of accounts. But just you imagine what he will do. He will purchase the goods from the supplier and he will sell to the customers, isn't it? So when he purchases, and he will pay cash, and if he does not pay cash, what he will do? He will write that supplier name, isn't it? When he purchases something from the supplier, so supplier name will be written, and the amount will, corresponding amount that has to be given to him, will also be written in his, straight to his name, isn't it? So if he purchases and if he sells, if it is cash sale, he will enter that cash. He will not write all the customers, cash customers name, no. And cash and the customer's name. If it is for credit, he will write the customer's name and the amount due from the customers. Okay, here the suppliers, the due amount given to him, to the suppliers, will be entered. And if he pays salary, what he will write? He will write how much he has spent, isn't it? Only in the cash. Okay, the salary will not be, salary account will not be entered, but only he will enter in the cash book. So in short, we can say which book will be prepared here? The main cash book. The main book maintained by the sole trader organization, or the incomplete records. What are the records will be maintained by this organization? Okay, mainly the cash book. Then the name of the suppliers, the personal account. So cash book, we can say the real account, isn't it? Real account. Then personal accounts of the suppliers and the customers. Okay, the personal accounts of suppliers and customers will be recorded, and how much amount due to the suppliers and how much amount will be due from the customers. So personal accounts and accounts of suppliers and customers will be maintained. Or you can say the debtors and creditors. Here the suppliers are called the creditors. Okay, the customers are called the debtors. They are our debtors, the business debtors or the customers, and for the business the suppliers are the creditors. Okay, we need to pay amount to these creditors, we need to receive the amount from the debtors. So only the details of the debtors and creditors will be entered and the cash book will be entered. Okay, then these two books only will be maintained by this sole trader organization. Okay, you might have understood, isn't it? So what is incomplete records? So you have to imagine about the very small sized sole trader organization, very big size sole trader organization there, that they never they maintain this incomplete records. Okay, there they will maintain the double entry system only, because if it is large in number, so how he will sometimes he may not enter in the note even the that supplier how much he has to pay. He may write whether he will maintain big records. No, he will write in a diary. Sometimes he will enter in the diary, or he will keep in his mind. He will remember how much amount he has to pay to the suppliers, or how much amount he has to receive from the customers. Just he will keep in his memory. So that is his books of accounts. Okay, everything he may not enter in the books of account. Maybe for he will write as a note in his diary. Okay, then cash book also, how much cash he has received and how much cash he has spent during that day. Evening he may check. Okay, so that is his the way of maintaining books of accounts. Main account will be the cash account, not account form. He may not know how to prepare, how to maintain the cash book, but how much he receives and how much he spends only he will be entering. Okay, now you might have understood this incomplete records. Just as one introduction I have given this incomplete records, there is one question answer. Okay, for the first 2 mark question answer I have written and kept. You can copy down this in your notebook. You can copy down in the notebook. This 2 mark question. Okay, number 1. What is meant by incomplete records? Okay, when the same sentence given in the textbook I have given, so you write, and when we get the textbook we will mark the same question answer in the book, and it will be easy for you to study. Okay, now today this is your homework. Only 1 2 mark question you have to study. Okay, now you write it down, and I think we have one group, and if you have any doubt you can call me. I think most of you know my phone number, isn't it? So you call me in the phone number. Okay, shall I write once again my phone number here? Okay. 91185. Okay, my telephone number. You okay. If you have any doubt, you can call me and ask. Okay. If you don't understand, or if you don't, you are not able to hear anything, any suggestion, any opinions, your ideas, you can give. Okay. Maybe in the WhatsApp that group, or in my own personal number, you can send your message in the WhatsApp. Okay. First point, when accounting records are not strictly maintained according to double entry system, these records are called incomplete accounting records. Okay. So when it is not maintained as per the double entry system, so those records are called incomplete accounting records. Then which accounts are maintained? Okay, generally cash account and the personal accounts of customers and creditors are maintained fully. Okay, fully they will maintain the cash account, and the personal accounts of customers and creditors are maintained fully, and other accounts are maintained based on necessity. Maybe the salary, how much they have paid, they may write the salary, how much they have paid. Okay, so if as per their necessity, if they think it is necessary to maintain, they will maintain, otherwise they may not maintain. Okay, so you learn these 2 points. Since it is 2 marks, we have I have marked only 2 points. Okay, so you have to write as it is here, and by heart, learn by heart, and write in a paper, take photocopy and send it in the group. Okay. Okay, students, so you learn this one, and just listen to this video, and you will understand it very clearly. Then we will go ahead in the next class. Thank you, students.